You feel that now? I feel like Rocky in this one, baby. Let's go. Alright, check it. Blast from the past, back from the future. So if I pull the trigger in the past, I know you in your future. I'm still hustling, still hugging the block. The referee to the shit, I'm still calling them shots. I can't be stopped. That's what I told you. I'm living my life like a box of Crayolas. I'm cutting up white, smoking that green. Purple color pens, I'm still making this cream. I'm so sick, check my throat quick. My wrist light up a room like a handful of glow stick. I'm like spoiled milk, the kids gone bad. Then it's the minutes my pen touches the pad. Niggas is mad, but the ladies is glad. Yo, they rubbing up against me like this nigga is rad. Fucking two divas, drinking on sangria. I got the beamer, the color diarrhea. Tire strings to my feet cause I'm so fly. Hopped out the DeLorean, it's Artie McFly.
Yo.
Welcome to the Rick H Show. Am I claws on? Let me see.
Yeah, you're pausing.
Yeah. I think there's a replay somewhere. Okay, let me mute that. The applause worked. Let's do that horn one more time. I'm your host.
Again,
Rick H.
I was like ready to do it. It's like a beginning of a reggaeton song.
Welcome to the podcast. I'm your host, Rick H. With me today is my temporary interim co-host.
I'm your co-host.
Jasmine Ruiz. Welcome to season 12. Slay with Jazz. If you want to follow her on Instagram, very funny comic. A lot of shit going on in the news. We're gonna get to all that. Let me play this McDonald's thing, and then we'll come back with
McD's big sponsor. Throw that up.
We'll come back with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. So just a quick 30-second spot for McDonald's. This episode of The Rick H Show is brought to you by McDonald's, proudly serving communities since 1965. Remember, no one feels more like a hero than mom or dad coming home with Happy Meals. As a kid growing up in Washington Heights, every Saturday, my mother would take me to our local McDonald's on 181st Street, and she would purchase me my favorite meal, the Big Mac meal. It was some of my fondest memories of my neighborhood and my family. McDonald's. I'm loving it. McDonald's. Lo quiero mucho. I'm loving it. Lo quiero mucho.
Yeah.
So, Jazz, how you doing? We missed you last week.
I'm good. Yes, last week. How was last week? I missed that. You had a good time?
I had a good time. So the audience was tuned in and they were asking me questions live, which I thought was pretty cool. So what I want to do moving forward is I'm going to drop the email that audience members could email us, and we'll respond to those emails live on the show.
Dope. I love that.
So like if, Maria Conchita wrote us an email, hi, how you doing? I'm from the Bronx, me and my boyfriend, we having some issues, blah, 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 blah. I'll give you my take. Jazz will give you her take. I think it's dope. More interaction for season 12. We're not just going to do comedy. I mean, we always do comedy. The goal of the show is to entertain you for an hour. But musicians, actors, directors, we're back to it all.
Nice.
Season 11 was a homage to comedy, stand-up comedy, sketch comedy, everything. Because I feel like we need to laugh and have a good time.
Absolutely.
So
listen, humor gets people through their toughest times. The best medicine.
Yeah, and after these COVID years, like Saved by the Bell had Saved by the Bell, and then they had the college years. These were the COVID years. So I feel like I wanted to do something where it made people laugh.
Listen, COVID. I feel like everyone either became a comedian or found the comedian once COVID started.
A lot of people made money off like COVID. A lot of people quit their jobs. They're calling this
I know. The mass exodus,
the mass exodus, the great
the great resignation.
resignation, the great
I know,
resignation.
God, I wish I could be on that boat.
I'm like, yo, people had the Great Depression, World War II, World War III. I lived through 9/11 and the Great Resignation and COVID. So,
Mhm.
yeah, people are finding their grooves. They're doing like
That makes me so
contract work.
happy. I
That's
feel like the
cool, you
more
know.
people leave like corporate America and
Mhm,
like the 9 to 5, the more people we have like actively going out to make their own businesses.
mhm.
And that's really what capitalism is, making
Yeah.
your own businesses. And a lot of people these days are capitalist. I'm not trying to get all political, but I
Oh, we
mean,
about to today.
oh, well, being anti-capitalist, I feel
Mhm.
like people that have that perspective are not capitalists.
I think this
But
country
if
was
you can
founded
learn
on
how
that.
to be a capitalist, learn how to
Mhm,
be a capitalist and work this system, then you can make it. So many people have quit their jobs and started like
mhm,
6-figure side hustles that are now their main thing. Like
mhm.
that is the beauty of it all.
I don't. It's not six figures, and I haven't quit my job, but that is the goal. I'm
That is that
transitioning
exactly. It's the goal.
transitioning for greener pastures.
Amen.
A lot of people did that, and it's cool because yes, you're starting businesses, but you're figuring out what your passion is, and who knows, maybe somebody's like, you know what, I need to be a doctor, and that person goes, they go to school, they figure out they have a passion for medicine, and they cure some
Hmm.
shit like cancer or AIDS or whatever. So
Yeah,
it's always good to follow your passion. But
absolutely.
I was sick last week, and not only was I sick physically, but I was sick mentally from all the Amber Heard, Johnny Depp shit that was going on. And
Yeah.
one of the questions I found myself asking, and I'm going to talk about the Texas shooting that just happened a few hours also after this. One of the things that crossed my mind was, didn't these people go on a first date? Like, didn't they have like a homeboy or a homegirl to be like, yo, she got the crazy eyes. Oh, yo, she got. Because I know there's like a vetting process, right? You don't
I
just like,
mean, there is, you introduce this dude or this woman to your
uh huh.
friends, and everyone gives their take, your family gives their take.
Mm,
But I feel like they were only together for like a year and a half before they actually got
that don't
engaged or
matter.
married. It,
That does
a
not
year and a half,
matter.
everyone's still on their best behavior.
Listen, I've seen first dates crash and burn immediately when like, all right, it might not be you, but it might be your boy. Like, yo, she got the crazy eyes, bro. And I'm like, what you mean? You don't like her? Blah blah blah. Are
I
you
mean, they
telling
both
me
crazy. So that means that this would have been an L for everyone involved. Like her friends didn't peep it,
I'm
his
Johnny
friends didn't
Depp?
peep it. Like,
I'm not talking to any of the dudes that co-signed Amber Heard. I'm Amber Heard. I'm not talking to any of my homegirls. Her homegirl testified and just threw her under the bus too. I'm
I
not.
missed that.
I'm not. I'm not messing with anybody that co-signed that relationship. Like, honestly, look, a couple things happened here. First of all, they
Mhm,
ignored the red flags that were blatant to them and everybody around them.
mhm.
Second thing, you realize that the people that you got around you, and it's because they're celebrities, are just yes people.
Oh,
And
hate that.
the most the most important type of people you need in your corner is like, like I do a show. I'll get up my boy, Crazy Boogie. Shout out to Crazy Boogie. Never held this tongue with me. Like, yo, that shit was whack, bro. You should have did this. But he's not hating. He's just giving me criticism. Now, the way I make
Yeah.
him sound, it sounds like he's hating, but he's not. But you need people like that in your corner.
No, absolutely. I feel like she said she had a lot of testimony like calling out him, doing too much drinking or drugs, and he didn't want to hear it. So I feel
Mhm.
like maybe she tried to be his no person, and that just didn't go over well.
I
And if he
mean,
doesn't have any other no people in his corner, like he's obviously gonna take it out on the one no person.
so I don't know who to believe at this point. I'm confused because heading into this trial, I
Hmm.
was like, yo, Johnny Depp, they can't, phenomenal actor, one of my
Yeah.
favorites. yo, they canceled Johnny Depp, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, he beat on his woman. But then in the beginning of the trial and midway through, I'm like, hold on a second. So you mean to tell me they was both crazy? And
They're
it
both
was,
crazy. They're both crazy. Like
mhm,
when it's like, who do you believe? There's truth in both sides of these stories. Like
mhm,
I definitely think she was bugging too, and
mhm,
she admitted to hitting him and starting fights and stuff like that. But I mean, his testimony, his text messages, like
mhm,
the things he said, that is so like emotionally abusive. And I don't know. I feel like I believe that he was probably physically abusive as well. And she was physically abusive. So I'm just gonna go ahead and think, you add drugs, you add alcohol,
mhm.
you add her being abused. Like, okay, I'm gonna think he engaged back. That's just my perspective. I think there's truth on both sides of these stories.
Never as a man should you put your hands on a woman.
Never,
And never
never,
as a woman should you put your hands on a man.
never, 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 never. I agree.
Because they always say the first thing, like, oh, as a man, you should never put your, but a woman as well. A woman should also not put her hands
Yeah.
on a man as well. And if you have, and it's because of whatever it is that you're going through, you have an argument, you lose your temper, and
Hmm.
you hit, just know you just hit this man, take a step back, try to like collect yourself. I don't know how you do that, but don't add more fuel to the fire because
Yeah.
there's been
Yeah.
certain things where yes, a man put his hands on a woman, but she hit him with a 2x4 also, like.
Yeah. I mean, I think it depends on if the hitting, like if a
Mhm,
woman hits a man first, like is she defending herself from something or is she trying to prevent something from happening to her,
mhm.
versus just I'm going to go on and provoke you from
I mean,
jump
there's
without
been
cause.
in both scenarios, like what you're talking about. What
Hmm.
I'm talking about is when a woman
It's just
just
like a
go and
verbal.
just blatantly slaps the man in the face.
Nah, that's a problem because you wouldn't want a man to just slap you in the face. So you shouldn't just go slapping a man
I
in the
mean,
face.
understandably
And
so, men have done some shitty shit.
yeah.
If we check the track record of women and men, I think we're far ahead, like in that category. I mean, we lie and we cheat.
Hmm. Hmm.
Women lie and they'll tell you like, I'm pregnant and the baby's yours, and it won't be. But
Whoa, time out. I'm gonna have to stand up for my women with this one and say I doubt that happens as often as men cheating and all that nonsense and knocking people up. Please, please,
I
no,
know. I'm just
no.
I'm trying to play
Yo,
devil's
you know
advocate here.
what? Yo, dudes stay acting like,
Go
oh,
ahead.
a girl would trap you, a woman gonna trap you, or she gonna lie on you.
Hmm.
My man, I don't know anyone that knows someone that's actually been trapped or lied on. Do you?
I do actually.
How many?
Unfortunately, I know a few fellas that.
A few fellas.
But I
Okay. It's less than 1% of whoever you know.
it is, it is. I know a lot of
Yeah.
people, so
But I bet you know a lot more men that have cheated on women.
1,000%. That's why I said we're
Exactly.
far ahead
Exactly.
in the lead. Like like I grew up in my entire family. There's probably two. Let me not say two. There's probably like two or three successful marriages in
Hmm.
my entire family.
But you Dominican, right?
Yes,
Yeah, we gotta, we
but
gotta, we gotta state that for the record.
hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Not all Dominican men cheat. I'm tired of that. Like all throughout high school and college, it was like, "Oh, you're Dominican? Oh, I don't trust you. You cheat.
Oh,
I don't trust you. You cheat. I don't trust you. You cheat."
I don't know about that.
You're putting that into the universe. You're
You know what?
manifesting.
You're right. Not all Dominican men cheat. Just a large portion of them.
Yes, thank you.
Okay,
And
there you
and
go.
and
I'll
they
give you
have
that.
and they have like secondary families and shit like that.
Yeah, that's real.
Um, I'm completely against all of that. I was raised by
Yeah.
you know a lot of women in my house. Um, doesn't mean I was a no cheater when I was
I was
young.
raised by women, but
I was young. I was young, and then they made me feel bad. Like, now I have a daughter. Like, my
yeah.
kids have changed the way I view the world. Like this
I feel
thing
like
is,
everyone gets played at least once in their life.
Oh, I got super played.
I feel like it's part of life. You got super played.
I got what?
Did you deserve it?
Mm. I mean, I felt like it was karma coming back.
All right,
You
there you
know.
go. Then that means yes, you deserved it.
Did I learn my lesson? Yes, I've learned all my lessons. Hence where I'm
Good,
at now.
as
And
you should.
let's state for the record, this is my early years. Okay, I'm 38 now. Yeah, Rick
Hmm.
in his prime was to NCC. Okay, somebody's just trying to. But just like I was saying, my kids have changed my perspective in a lot of things in life, and this Texas incident that happened, up to date right now is 20 people. They're reporting 18 kids
So sad.
and 2 adults. The kids range from the second grade, third grade, and fourth grade. The killer actually killed himself, 18-year-old Latino.
Mhm.
I've been one of the people that always say mass shootings. Nah, it won't be a black person or a Latino that does it.
Is
But
this like the first Latino person to do
I
a
think
mass shooting?
I think he's the second. I think he's the second.
Oh,
The kid that did the Parkland in Florida, his name is Nicholas Cruz. So I don't know if he's 100% Latino. I think he was adopted or something like that. But
damn.
regardless of the situation, this town is 16,000 people. You mean to tell me an 18-year-old kid went and purchased 2 assault rifles because they were assault
Hmm.
rifles?
Damn.
It's already reported. You could tell by the body count it was an assault rifle, and nobody knew about it.
Yeah, I definitely have a lot of questions. Like, did he buy the guns himself? Did somebody get the guns for him? Were they legal guns? Where did he get the bullets? Was he in a registry?
Mm.
I want to know how the hell did he get these guns? Um, and he also shot his grandmother.
His
So I want to know what
grandmother.
happened. What
Yeah. So
happened there?
the
Like, there's
first
got to
thing
be a
was
story.
he shot his grandmother. Reportedly, the grandmother is alive, and she got airlifted to a hospital in San Antonio. Afterwards, he got chased down and he got into a car crash in front of the school, picked up his 2 guns, went into the school, and shot up the school. Now, we don't know. They only mentioned the number of people that are dead. We don't know who is injured or in the hospital, so it could be far
Right.
more worse. And like I said, as someone who has children, especially the age of these young kids, like these are literally small, like
Yeah, like
seven,
seven,
6, 8
eight,
year olds.
nine.
They haven't even lived or experienced life yet, and to snatch a life like that, um, and I don't, there was the congressman from Sandy Hook, the senator. I'm sorry, he stood on the Senate floor, and the dude almost started crying, and he was talking about like, what are we doing, like if you want the right to bear arms, everybody's got their own thing to do. That's your prerogative. That's your thing. Cool. But why an assault rifle? Why not a handgun?
Yeah. It's really tough. It's really tough because we live in a country that, and I'm not saying my opinion on this, but we honor a constitution that was made like hundreds of years ago. Like
Mm-hmm.
when the constitution was made, like to shoot a gun and reload it took a very long
Long time.
time.
Yeah.
So, without having any updates to the constitution, it's
Mhm.
like there's no real ways to resolve the problem. And like at the very least, like they need to do thorough background checks on who is buying
Mhm.
a gun. And I don't know why anyone would want an assault rifle. I don't know. I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. It's like if you are a hunter, go get a hunting gun. But like
Mhm.
I don't know why
Yeah.
you are in a city. Like,
If you're hunting for game, right? That's what they call it. You don't use an assault rifle. What you do is you use a single shot rifle, similar to what they use um, in the military when you have a sniper. You don't use an assault rifle because that releases X amount of bullets, however fast.
yeah.
Um, so I
I mean,
never
these are
understood
weapons
that
of
part.
war.
Yeah,
So
they are.
it's like
So
basically saying like, so is it okay for just anyone to just have weapons of war? I feel like that probably belongs in war,
my personal
not in
opinion
people's
is,
homes. I don't know.
I think the U.S. and this is the 33rd mass shooting this year alone, number
Mm.
212 shooting for the year, I think. And there was also a shooting over the weekend in New York in the subway. Um, so there is, and the mayor said today, violence is down. Um,
Oh God, we
Violence is
can't stand him. I
going
hate
around.
God. Oh my God.
So
Get me started. Don't get me started.
if you want to bear arms, then go through the proper procedure to get a handgun. Let's make that a little more difficult to acquire a
Well, the thing
handgun.
is,
Let's raise the age to 21 because most of these killers are under 21, right? Kyle Rittenhouse,
it's
17.
crazy how you could get a
Frazier.
gun, but you can't have a drink.
Yeah, exactly. And you could go to war at 18 as well. So I think to be in all fair, like let's raise the military age to 21, let's raise the gun age to 21, let's do a more thorough background check. I think there needs to be like a super psych evaluation before we give somebody a
Hmm.
license for a gun.
Yeah.
And let's just have handguns. Now the problem is the concealing of the weapon, which is that's where like the laws. So if I have an assault rifle, it's easier for me to get and obtain because I can't conceal the assault rifle. The handgun I can. But if I have a handgun and I walked into a school, I'm not doing the amount of damage that I'm doing with two freaking assault
Assault
rifles. So
rifles, right? I
so
mean, I
I
also
just
think.
think politics, they need to stop playing. NRA should not be allowed to donate to anybody's
Well,
campaign.
no, I'm gonna pause you right there. No company at all should
Sh-
be allowed to lobby to the government, whether it's
Exactly.
the NRA, whether it's healthcare, hospitals, big corporations. They shouldn't be allowed. Like they're literally in the government's pockets, and that's how
Mhm,
they become too big to fail, and that is how they end up having so much power over the government. And
mhm.
that's why, I mean, I've said this a million times before. Everyone is like, oh my God, I'm anti-capitalist, as if we live in a capitalist society. But it's really corporate socialism because there's all these
Yes.
corporations and big businesses that are in the government's pockets, and they have like their own government just because they're in their pockets.
Mhm,
They're able to get these bailouts, and it's socialist for them, but for everyone else it's capitalism,
mhm.
and so many people are struggling under it. So it's just the lobbying, it has to stop. It's a huge issue, and it's like, how do you get it to stop when so many politicians are benefiting from
And
it?
that's how they make their money. I think that
Hmm.
politicians should have term limits. That's the first thing. Second
Every
thing,
politician should have a term limit,
term
every
limit.
single
It
one.
should not be especially the Supreme Court justice. Maybe their term limit is a little longer because it takes a long time to get appointed to be a Supreme Court justice. But
Hmm.
everybody should have a term limit, and they should have fixed salaries, salary caps as well in politics, just like in business,
Hmm.
because they do
Well, in
get
business
paid.
there's no salary caps.
Well, if you get hired for a job and they tell you,
Mhm.
"Yo, you're making 50,000 this year," that's what you're making, 50,000. Now, if you get a
Oh, I get you.
raise,
Hmm.
it shouldn't be like the way it is now because these lobbyists, they shell out a ton of money, and that's how these politicians stay afloat. They use that money to to put out their campaign shit. They pocket most of
You
it.
know what I want to see? You know what I want to see? This is gonna sound a little grimy. But you see how like you have so many corrupt politicians that do
Mhm.
insider trading and yada yada yada. They've been getting away with it for years and they're never gonna go to jail for it. Um, I want to see someone do that, but in a way that actually helps the people. Like AOC, for example, she doesn't buy stock or anything because she has said, they get information that other
Mhm.
people do not get. Therefore, she doesn't think it's fair.
Mhm.
Now, in my head, girl, I respect that. Do you?
So
But at
you
the
don't think
same
she
time,
told her, Tia Mago, maybe you want to buy a little bit of
right?
Apple
I don't
for
know.
like a
I
couple
don't
of weeks,
know. But I would appreciate it. Okay. I would respect her even more if she called everyone she knew and was like, listen, for
The
the
whole
culture, for
BX.
the
Like,
people,
listen,
call the whole BX, yo, put your money here. You know what I
put money
mean?
in.
Like Nancy Pelosi is a millionaire out here from insider trading, and she's not doing anything with the money. Like, I want to
Mm-mm.
see somebody, if you're gonna break the law, can you be a vigilante about it? I'm just
I,
saying.
I mean, Batman doesn't exist. Jeff Bezos was the hope. and my boy is worth so many billions, and he ain't even
Bezos
Batman
ain't
yet.
doing nothing for no
So
one.
he failed me. Like, like he got all that money. You think if I had, listen, I'm be honest right now. If I was a billionaire, you best believe I would have a bat cave. You feel me?
A
Under my
bat
mansion.
cave?
I swear to God, a bat cave under my mansion, right? Dope ass Batmobile,
Mm-hmm.
some Gatling shit to, go off building. I mean, I'm scared of heights, so I wouldn't do any of the shit. But I would have the bat cave. I would hire
Okay.
some dude to be Batman for me.
I mean, I love the if I were a billionaire conversation. Um, because for me, it's like I don't
Bat
know, and
cave,
maybe I'm just saying this now because I'm not a millionaire, I'm a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like
bat
I
cave.
don't understand why people hoard wealth. Like I just I physically, mentally, like I in no way, shape, or
Because
form
they
can I
want to make it
comprehend it.
generational wealth, like the
I
Rockefellers, like
understand, but
those.
like I don't want to. Okay, I understand setting up your kid for success. I
Hmm.
understand that. I understand setting up the generations for success. But like, if you have $100 billion, you can literally lose $50 billion, lose half of everything, and still have $50 billion. Like your generations are still set forever. So I just don't. I don't understand why hoard it, and I just want. I want to be one of those people that gives away my wealth, but not even through charity. Not that I don't support charity, but I want to like give it away to. I want to like help people that like I legit know.
I
Like,
would set
why
up
not buy your friends and family houses?
funds. Exactly. I would set up funds, um, and options for
Yeah.
my friends' kids, family
That's what I'm
members.
saying. Like your immediate
Um,
network.
hmm.
Help your immediate network. Not again,
But
like I
how
said,
don't you
I'm
know
not
Jeff Bezos
anti-charity.
done already did? Maybe he already done did that, and he still got so
Maybe
much
he
money left
did.
over.
And maybe he still has a ton left over that he could
Yo,
go and do something with.
your boy got divorced. I think he was worth 50 at the time, 50 billion. He got divorced before COVID, and then the proceedings got into COVID, and she walked away with 70 billion, I think it was. And that didn't phase him because he ended up quadrupling what he was worth before
That's
COVID.
what I'm saying. They could lose half of everything and it doesn't matter. So
Jeff
it's just,
Bezos could go
I don't
to
get it.
Puerto Rico, repair all the highways and everything over there, and
Like, I don't understand why not do that. You know what, though? I think it's also like, I don't want to generalize, but I just feel like people probably don't want to, uh, I don't know, liquidate their stock positions and stuff to actually get the cash and do something with it. You
I
know, a lot
think
of the
there's
money is
also
tied up
some
and they just
penalties
want to
that
see it
you.
there.
But I would like to have someone on the show, right? We should get a finance person. How much
Oh, my
money?
fiance is into finance.
How much? There we go. How much money can you take out? Liquid cash, right?
Hmm.
And what are the penalties? Because when you take money out of your 401k, they slap you with a penalty.
Yeah, so you the capital gains tax is really
Hmm.
high. It's really
Yeah,
high. I think it's like 20 something percent.
I think it's
Um
26, if I'm not
yeah.
mistaken.
And that's why people don't want to take the money out.
No, because they're
So you
trying to
take
like,
loans, you take loans.
uh
This is
huh,
what rich people do. They never take out their wealth. If
yeah,
they ever want to do something, they take a loan. They
mhm.
do whatever it is that they need to do using the loan, and then they slowly pay back the loan.
Yeah, because that's what banks want.
That's what,
Um,
yeah,
I
it's all about
forgot.
lending.
I forgot. It was an Asian man. He's very wealthy. That's what he was talking about. He's like, I don't create businesses with my own money. I always borrow money to create businesses.
Hmm.
I don't borrow money for, like, that's how he stays rich. He basically said he borrows money to
That
turn it
should be
into
an
assets.
investment.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that's what he does, and that's why banks give out to these millionaires. They give money like nothing because they know that
Yep.
they're gonna make a lot of money on the interest.
Yep.
Then we went from shooting the school to talking about
Damn, right?
this is moving
Well, we're
pretty
talking
fast.
about the messed up system.
Yeah, I
That's what we
mean,
got here.
I listen. There's no way we could fix everything, but I think getting rid of assault rifles is just the way to go, especially at this
Yeah.
point in time. You mean to tell me all them kids died in Sandy Hook, and they died in Parkland,
It
and then the
happens all the
shooting in
time.
Buffalo, homie? there's a video of he looks at a white man. He's like,
He
"Oh, I'm
twitched it.
sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to point this gun at you." Like,
Yeah, that I had no words. I had no
and
words.
it's just assault rifles. Can we do something about it? I think it's is way long overdue. I wasn't shocked. My
Mhm.
wife told me, oh, there was another school shooting. My initial
It
thought was
is
like,
sad that we
damn,
don't get shocked. It's
damn,
like
they,
we're all
they
desensitized
killed eight
to.
kids. I'm thinking like middle school kids. I was like, damn, they killed around 6 to 8 kids. That's my. Nah, she was like, oh, it's 15, and it's from second to fourth grade. That's when it bothered me.
Like elementary school, like yo,
Like, what kind of security you gonna have? Because I'm not even gonna ask. Because that's a question you ask when things happen. What type of security the building have? How do they,
that's the
allow this
wrong
to happen?
question, though. That's like completely changing the focus from
Yeah,
being
but
like,
that's
how was
that's
this
how
able to
they're going
happen?
to do it. That's how
Yeah.
they're going to talk about. Oh, and then the other defense is, oh, we need to arm the teachers. We need to arm this. We need to arm that.
No, no,
Texas
that's not an
is the most
answer. Like,
Texas is the most heavily armed state out of all the states, and this still happened.
yep.
So I guarantee you, there was people in the school that have guns, and it still happened. And the
Yeah.
person that shot the suspect was I'm saying suspect because we don't know what's going on yet. It's still being investigated. Was one of the guys from Border Patrol. Wasn't even a cop.
Salvador Ramos, the one that killed everyone
Yeah,
from Border Patrol.
he got killed by a guy from Border Patrol.
Interesting. I didn't know
Salvador
that.
Ramos. Like,
That was his name.
yeah. So that's interesting to me. And 16
Mhm.
again, a town of 16,000 people.
Very small
Nobody,
town.
nobody. You mean I'm from Washington Heights, and I know a ton of people. You mean to tell me nobody was like, "Yo, we gotta."
Well, I mean, it's similar. It's very similar to how this white mass shooter. I don't know his name. The one that shot the
In
10
Buffalo?
people. Yeah, in Buffalo. Like no one reported him despite so much suspicious activity
Mm,
that they investigated and found. So it's like
yeah,
someone
but
had to know something. So in this case situation, someone had to know something.
we just need to stop as a society. If you see something, say something. Stop being scared. I know you don't want to get shot. That's probably what it is. Like everybody in the neighborhood knows, yo, this guy's a little off the wagon, but report it, you
I
know.
think people are also scared because it's like the whole, well, what if I was
But why he got a
wrong? And
gun
then,
though? Like that's the whole focus of
yeah,
everything.
like if I saw someone buying an
18,
assault
18. You know
rifle,
what I was doing at
I'm
18?
gonna be like, what?
What I was doing at 18, I was trying to get some beer. I'm not gonna lie. Some beer. I wanted to chill. Wanted to
You in
see
the
the girls.
coro,
Wanted to hang out,
some
play
perreo, some
baseball.
hookah.
That's what I'm not thinking about. Like, oh, I need an assault rifle for what?
That's what I'm saying. That's so sus. That's so sus. I'm really looking forward to what comes out
Do
of
you think these are
this
people that
investigation.
are scared to take an ass whooping? That they immediately go and buy an assault rifle or
Well, I definitely think guns, are a form of coward culture because
hmm
you like in the movie Friday, like you fight with these
hmm
and you win some, you lose some, but you live to see another
another
day.
day.
And
Today I was just like thinking of that whole premise that pops
that
like
was like such a good moment in that movie because it is so real. Everyone
you
thinks that
scared to
they're
take an
so
ass
tough
whooping.
with a gun. Like you scared to get hit?
Yeah.
My man. No, that's cowardice. That's cowardice.
Again, I'm not saying you shouldn't have a gun. I'm just saying it should be steps for you to get the license, first of all. Second of all, you should be at least 21, in my opinion, to get a gun. Because at 18, I didn't know what I was doing with myself. And um, it should be assault. Right? Chris Rock had a really great Brit on like guns should be cheap, but bullets should be expensive. So, like, if you bought a
He
gun,
would say that. That's funny. That's a good joke. That's a good joke.
Chris Rock said, if I think it was Bigger and Blacker. He said if you bought a gun, but the bullets was like 25,000, and somebody got shot, you'd be like, well, that nigga deserved it, because it was $25,000 per bullet. By the way, he meant per bullet.
Per bullet, yo.
So somewhere you could do control. Either you get rid of the assault rifles, or you just make the bullets so goddamn expensive people can't afford to buy them. There's
In a
also
weird way.
non if your thing is about protecting your home um and like, oh, because I own a house. Admittedly,
Mhm.
I own a house, and sometimes I feel like I would like to protect my family. I have a security system and all that
Yeah, I'm
shit.
pro gun. I'm not
Yeah.
anti-gun. I'm pro
Just some,
people having
but
guns.
there are non-lethal weapons that shoot pellets that have
I mean, there's
the
also just no
worst.
need for an assault rifle.
Yeah, and you can also have rubber bullets that
Hmm.
incapacitate someone. There's just so many other non-lethal weaponry you can use,
Hmm.
but just take someone's life just because.
Yeah, it's true. It's
So
true.
this,
It's very
the gun
sad.
thing. This is the father and son in me. As a son, I know my mom wouldn't want me to be where I went to a high school with a metal detector. So for me, like, it's
Same.
crazy that in a society, I go to school with a metal detector, but I still knew friends that got stuff into the school. So that doesn't mean anything. And as a dad now, my son is 2. In a few years, he'll be going to school. And some of these kids that died are not that much older than,
Yeah.
some of my nieces
Sad.
and nephews or sons. So
Yeah.
let's do something, please.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anything's gonna happen, sadly. I don't know. I think once, Sandy Hook happened,
Mm.
I think the government collectively said it is okay to
They
kill
waited a week.
children in school, and we're not changing the laws.
They
So I'm
they
I'm very
waited.
pessimistic about that.
It's just because and I wanted to talk about this today also. Social media has changed the way the world is forever. We live in a
Mhm.
culture where we need it now. It has to happen now. It has to happen right away, and instant gratification and all that shit, right?
Mhm.
And that comes with this whole entire Facebook, Instagram, all that whole social media wave that came in. Um, so it is ruining society. So it's good to sometimes take breaks from those
I
pressures.
find that, like, when you take a break from social media, time goes by so slowly.
Hmm.
And the reason is because, with social media, you're seeing things so fast. Like, you're seeing video after video after video, post after post after post. So your mind is going faster and faster and faster. And when time feels like it's going by quickly, it's
Mm.
because your mind is going by quickly. So the moment you can just, like, quiet all the noise, you realize, like, time doesn't go by as quickly.
Mhm.
And it's just, yeah. So social media, taking breaks from it, I think, is super healthy for everyone's mental health.
Yeah.
And I definitely, I don't have any kids, but when I do have kids, they will not be having social media.
No, they wouldn't. Well, my kids ain't gonna have it at least.
No. Like, go be a kid, go play in the dirt, go ride your bikes,
I have
go
it
roller
because
skate.
I have this show and we do the media and all that stuff. That's why I have social media. Other than
Same.
that, I wouldn't really. You know, you have to
I
because it's a tool of branding and marketing, right? But
It's
that's what
having
you
and
gotta use it
using are
for.
different. Like, you
Yes.
use social media. I
Mm.
use social media.
Mhm.
And
Like I don't
I
live through social media.
right. And the minute like, honestly, like, when I pop and, I'm making my big millions and I'm on TV and my show's out there, I cannot wait to just hire someone to do my social media,
To
because
run it for you.
I
Yo,
don't want to be
it
on
is
social
work.
media. Like, it is work. It is so
It's
much work. It takes
it's
so
so
much
much
time,
work.
so much effort. And, like, I can't wait to just hire someone to do my social media. I'm still gonna do my posts, when I want to post something, I'm gonna post
Mm.
something. But, like,
You have
outside
it
of
on your
that, like,
phone, and your assistant will have your account open on theirs, and they'll do.
yeah. When I want to look, I'll, take a look, but knowing that I don't have to look, and I could just be like, oh my God, take a picture of me. Oh yeah, that looks good. Okay, post that, and then make it say, and then just say something, and then that's it. I can walk away. That would be amazing. Like, having someone else really manage that for you, because it's a lot, and it does, it gets in your head.
I think things went left when people started taking pictures of the food they were about to eat. Like 10 years ago, that was the big thing.
Oh, yo, taking pictures of food. Honestly, yo, sometimes when I cook a really good breakfast, I'll be like, the world needs to see this.
Like,
Throw it on my story.
I've seen a bacon, egg, and cheese 6 million times, bro. Ain't nothing
I
different
know,
about
but
yours.
sometimes it looks so good. You just like, damn, I gotta share this with the
I
world.
knew
Whoever the hell's gonna
society
look.
was going left with that, and I knew once the Kardashians came into the picture, society as itself will cease to exist.
Yeah. I
I,
mean, it's
I'm
still
listen,
existing. It's still existing.
kind of. Every woman wants to be Kim or be like Kim.
Well, I mean,
Not every woman. Let me take that
listen, there's a problem as well with, and again, I don't know the psychology of it all. Oop, and I
back.
hit my light. I don't know the psychology of it all, but you know, there like
I still don't understand the
the
obsession.
comparison game. It's like people need to be taught, especially teenagers and children and stuff like that, to just not compare yourself to other people. Like nowadays I feel like so many people are just so insecure, and yo, back in the day I feel like everyone was confident. You know what I'm
And
saying?
everybody
Like
had their own swagger and their
everyone had their own
own
swag, their own
personality.
style.
Hmm.
Yeah, no one was trying to bite off of nobody else. And
Like,
I mean,
yeah.
well, you still had that on some level, but like just people were
I mean, just
different.
sneakers though. Like for me, instance, I never had style or anything like that. That was my swagger. Like the kid with
Hmm.
no style. I'd had some nice sneakers, but not the greatest jeans, not the greatest
Yeah.
shirts.
I mean, growing up, I was not the
I
best
didn't
dresser.
really
I was
get the
definitely tacky.
I didn't really get the good haircuts neither. It took me until I was 30 to figure out what a good haircut looked on me. Uh,
Damn.
so that's just me. And I was always comfortable in my skin and who I was. I never
Hmm.
tried to be, I mean, yes, when I was a teenager, I tried to be a rapper because I thought it was cool, but I love rap music. So um, that's why I tried to be a rapper.
Yeah, I
It
just
just
feel like
didn't
no
work
one's
for me.
genuine. No one's genuine these days. Like whether it's like I want to post this absolutely perfect picture, and
Hmm.
like just it's okay to just be regular on the internet and not
And
have to be like 100% perfectly polished.
what's your thing? It's okay to look
It's
less.
okay to be ugly on the internet. Listen, I've had people like get at me for that.
It is
For
okay when you
saying that.
taking vacations
They're like, Jasmine,
and
shut up.
you taking
You have good bone
vacations
structure. You're talking smack, and you have no right to say that. I'm like,
just because you know what shots to get. Where like, oh, I'm going to Mexico and I've seen this shot, that shot, this, and you're going on vacation just thinking like, yo, I gotta post this, I gotta do this, I need to vlog this joint, I gotta.
mhm, mhm.
That's not a vacation.
No, but that
You're
that's
not
like,
taking in the experience.
well,
Like
if you
I've traveled
use
a lot.
social media, you got to do that though.
Yeah, but I've traveled a lot, and I've taken every time I travel, I've taken so many photos. But I
Mhm.
take the photos not to post. I mean, a very rare.
Just
Like
for the memories.
it. That's what it is for me. Like I went to some dope. I went to Rome. I went to Venice. I went to Paris, one of
Nice.
my favorite cities ever. Barcelona, Malaga, beautiful, beautiful. Dublin is amazing. I think I was Irish in my past lifetime. So I've traveled a lot, and I feel like every time I travel, I try to lose myself in the experience and the culture, and take photos whenever I see something that like I was never into architecture or anything like that. But when I went to Spain, I found out about Anthony Gaudi. And Gaudi was the one that came up with the mosaic method and all that stuff. And he did the cathedral in Barcelona. So I went to see a lot of his work when I was out there because I discovered
Right.
about him.
Yeah.
So that's why I travel. I think people forgot how to live
It's
their
about
lives.
exploration,
Yes.
and it's about like living in the moment, not capturing the moment. Like when I go to concerts, like I'm not gonna be on my phone. Like I might have a picture or two,
Hmm.
Like I saw
Or like
J.
a
Cole's
story.
concert. I don't have not one video. I don't have a video. I don't have a story. I don't have anything
J.
from
Cole.
that J. Cole concert. Because I was just there. Like I
Hmm.
just want to be in the moment. And that's another reason why I'm like, God, I wish I could hire someone to do my social media. Because like when I go on vacation, I use social media. So I know
Hmm.
I'm like, okay, I have to make some content out of this.
Yeah.
And I love making content. I appreciate that, and it's fun. But at the same time, it's like sometimes I don't want to make
But
content.
it's
Like,
a
is
nine
that
to
still
five
work?
to you. Like
It's,
it's work. Like okay,
yeah.
I'm being okay. I'm going to DR. I'm be there for 10 days, so I could
And
do.
then that's when I started my series, The Bronx Girl Visits DR.
Yeah. So oh damn, I just mentioned DR at the back of my head, but you went to DR and you probably took a couple days. Like okay, for these few hours, I'm gonna shoot this, but then I'm gonna go to this restaurant. I'm gonna go submerge myself in the experience. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's how
Take a
you.
moment and that's it. Quick.
Yeah.
That's
This
it.
Instagram is not real life, people.
Yo, I get so mad when I see people like at concerts just on their phone, looking through their phone. Like, yo, look through your eyeballs. Stop looking
Yo,
at the
I got to.
concert through your screen,
Nah,
please.
I'm about to. This is about to go viral right here. If Romeo fall and slip on that banana peel,
Like,
it's about
come
to go viral.
on. Come on.
So
Like,
I honestly, that was one of my things today. Like, we were talking about red flags. There's certain things like social media. People immediately when you're dating someone, you try to like, dig up dirt. I don't know if men do it as much. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I think people do it. I don't know if it's like a
They just
man
do
or a
it for
woman
the
thing.
photos. I don't think they really like hunting. Like women or go back to a picture that you took 6 years ago. Oh, he was at this place. Oh hell no, he knows this person. That's just I'm being honest. I've seen it happen. I'm not saying
Hmm.
all women don't ladies don't kill me right now. I'm not saying all women, but it does happen. Like women are
I mean, you
more
definitely stalk
detailed.
someone's page once you meet them. Like, what? I'm going to your first post. Like, what are you talking about? I'm be all up in there. Like,
Is it because you're excited about getting to know this person and you want to see what's interesting, or you just doing investigative journalism?
um, probably a little bit of both. A little bit of both. It's both. Like,
Look,
oh, I want to
Eve
see.
is
Oh,
here.
he went
Roman
there.
is
Oh,
here.
okay.
Do you guys look back at their photos? I'm gonna ask them. Always check the friends in common. That's what she does first. Okay, so
Oh, yes, friends in common. I check that. That's important.
let me see who me and Jazz have in common. I think
We got
because
like
we know,
probably a million people.
but we know everybody.
Yeah.
But it's funny when you find like friends in common, somebody weird. Like, how you know my
Well, it's
uncle?
funny. Like when I met my fiance, like obviously when I first met him,
Hmm.
we had like a lot of friends in common, but had never met each other. And I
Hmm.
asked one of my friends, I was like, yo, why you never put me on? And she said I was crazy. So he
Wait, wait, wait,
inquired. She
wait,
was
wait,
like,
wait,
she
wait.
crazy. I was a
So
crazy
you
one.
guys had a friend in
We
common.
have friends in common, multiple friends in common. So I hit up one of my girls that
Uh
we had
huh.
in common. And I was like, I dead ass been like, where the poppies at? And you didn't even tell me you knew one. Like, what's that about? Because I was like out here.
And she
And
told
she
you
was
you were crazy.
no. He
Oh,
had inquired about me and she told him I was crazy. And then when I was like, yo, he
damn.
done shot his shot and like now we going on a date. Like, why how you don't tell me you knew a poppy? And she was like, oh, I didn't think about
Damn.
it. She fronting. But
Wow.
yes, the point is you gotta check your mutual friends. Inquire, yo, you know him? Oh my god, what do you tell me something?
I was actually introduced. I do look at pictures on the profile. I was introduced by to my wife by my friends. So my wife went to I went to St. John's also, but years after she did. So she went
Mhm.
to St. John's University, and a bunch of my like best friends from the neighborhood, they went to school there, and they introduced us. So I met her when she was 18, um, and I thought she was fly. I was like, yo, she's gorgeous. My
Mhm.
boys knew like, yo, this she's
Aw.
Rick's type. Like Rick would like her, and they would tell me, and they introduced me to her, and I was like, damn, she's fly. Apparently, I wasn't fly enough for her at that
Damn,
point in time.
swerve.
Nah, but we kept in touch, which was cool. And then like years later, I think 2013, um, I was on Facebook for some particular reason. And I saw my wife. She was dressed up really nice. She was at like a holiday party. And then I texted her my phone number. And I did not know at the time. I found out later. She was at a holiday party with her parents, and her dad thought that move, me sending the number, was kind of ballsy. So
Hmm.
he was like, that's ballsy. You should text him. And she did. So if
Nice.
it wasn't for my father-in-law, me and my wife would have never. He like nudged her. I mean, she was attracted to me, and we were at a point where we were
She
both
knew what it
adults.
was.
We were both adults, you know.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, social media. Okay, so Eve wrote some. Unfortunately, social media is a giant to conquer in order to be successful. Like, I'm trying to get the right rest. Oh, I'll hit you up. That TikTok joint. TikTok's algorithm is not as complicated as
I
Instagram.
love the TikTok algo.
Um, Opportunities it creates.
Yeah.
Instagram is kind of not Instagram, TikTok. So real quick, because Jazz and I, we know some of the stuff. TikTok, if you use a very popular song, um, there's places to go to look at that. That helps. Now, if you're posting something and you have a distinct hashtag you want to, like if I'm posting a skit I did with Jasmine and it's a comedy skit and I want to hashtag it comedy, TikTok's going to take that video and show it to that type of community. When you
Hmm.
don't put a hashtag on it, it doesn't know where to put the video, so it sends it everywhere. And if your
Hmm.
video picks up traction, it goes viral. So it's a lot faster to go viral on TikTok opposed to Instagram. What
Hmm.
Instagram is great is so social media is like high school. They tend to see like who's doing something and what's hot. So TikTok
Who
came
you
along and they were
interact
just
with more
yeah,
pops up.
uh-huh. So TikTok came along and Instagram was like, "Oh, you doing reels? We're going to do reels too." So the
Yeah.
reels on Instagram you can monetize when you get to 10,000 followers, I think it is. And what was I gonna say? Oh, and they don't have that much of an algorithm to them, the Instagram reels. So if you look at a reel, it might get more views than actual video you put as a post. So those are two little things you can do.
They're also pushing reels because they know that they're competing with TikTok.
Yes, big time. Like
Yeah.
TikTok is in there right now.
Yeah, yeah. And I would add, if you want to, conquer TikTok, um, my suggestion is to have a voice and have a strategy of like the type of content creator you want to be. Because, like I focus a lot on original content, and there are some people that only do sounds.
Hmm.
Like there's no original content, it's just sounds and they memify the sound.
Hmm.
And that's fine. I'm not throwing shade at anyone. Just know what type of content you want to put out there that's going to be authentic to your brand, and change it up, because there are people that have lots of followers and now they're like, TikTok, the algo's working against me and I don't know why they're not showing my stuff. And maybe people are just bored of your stuff because it's
Hmm.
always the same. So innovate, figure out what works for you specifically,
Hmm.
and create things that you want to see exist. Don't create for an audience, because that's how you have no authenticity.
So
So those would be my
also
tips.
the demo for TikTok is a lot younger than Instagram, and those followers tend to be a lot more loyal than Instagram followers.
Yeah.
So if you're on TikTok and you gain a follower, that person will look at your videos and they'll more likely tend to like and share the video as
Hmm.
opposed to on Instagram. I did
Yeah,
not
and
even
they're gonna
notice.
unfollow you if they're not rocking with you no more. Like you
Yeah.
will get unfollows, and don't take it personally. Just take
Mhm.
that as like feedback. Like, oh, okay, I'm losing some type of uh
And learn how to
community
use
here.
your analytics with social media.
Yes.
All the apps give you some form of analytics. Let me
Hmm.
run a quick commercial. I didn't even know it was 9 o'clock. Look at
Go
that.
for it. Run that.
Infinity. Me and Jasmine are waiting for our Q60s.
Yeah, please send that so I could get rid of my current car.
Preferably
Thanks.
mine's in silver. I think she'll take it in a black or a
I like
white.
gunmetal,
Gunmetal.
pewter.
Oh, we'll do two gunmetals. You can send
A
that over fully loaded, please. Thank you.
You do it all without breaking a sweat. Like being a boss exec to Tuesday tennis to homework. Why do the kids have so much homework? Family dinners, lunches, brunches, trips to the vet, and a weekend getaway that's anything but a getaway. And you do it all in style. even when you have back-to-back conference calls on top of the kids' orchestra recitals, not to mention your side hustle. That's why we created the fully reimagined Infiniti Qx60. A luxury SUV as functional as it is stylish, and as versatile as it is serene. With premium features like a panoramic moonroof, ample cargo space, and available massaging front seats to bring the ease of luxury to your everyday. Introducing the all-new Infiniti Qx60, designed to help you take on life and all the chaos it may come with, in style. Learn more at InfinityUSA.com. Now with extremely limited availability, contact your local retailer for inventory information.
You know, I'm gonna change mine. I said fully loaded. Mine don't even have to be fully loaded.
No, I want the seat warmers.
Nah, I don't need any of that. I just need the Infiniti. You feel me? I'll take
Go
it to a
ahead,
shop.
Be basic, okay? I want the whole nine. Give me the works.
I don't need all that. You know, me and the Infinity speaks for itself. You know,
Okay. You
I'm just saying.
fly.
I'm just saying.
Nah, seat warmers are it. You're bugging.
No, I got a Lexus 350L. I think it's a 2022. It has seat
Hey.
warmers and it has the steering wheel.
Ooh.
Now, originally, I used to have an NX300, right? And when we were getting it, I was like, I'm never gonna use the steering wheel warmer shit. Like, why people get that? Like, there's some accessories on a car that you feel like they're stupid. Like, you're not really gonna use it. That first winter, that
Yeah, you used it, right?
What?
You ever been so cold that the wheel just glides over your hand and you're like, yeah, I can't even feel it.
My fingers, and in the Lexus, in some Lexuses, it's like the steering wheel is made out of like carbon fiber or wood, so that shit gets even colder than the leather.
Yes.
But the steering wheel warmer, the seat AC, which I use a lot, and then the seat heater
The
also.
CAC
I got an
keeps
AC.
your ass cool.
Cool. And my back.
Wow.
And my back. I think my joint has all. I got 3 rows. So the first 2, I don't know if the back 2 have it, but amazing. Like, it was 90 degrees the other day. I was driving. I was like, oh, time to turn the AC in the seat on.
Hey, that's so cool. I've never heard of that.
I just need the Q60,
Eve says, yeah, sometimes have road rage.
all the time.
I mean,
all the
I
time.
used to have it really bad. I don't have it bad anymore, but I will say I get absolutely livid when people do not put their signal light on.
Oh my god!
It is my biggest pet peeve.
That's
in
my
driving.
top 3 joints.
Put
not even
your
driving.
signal light on.
Not even driving. Like, that's just one of my.
I put mine on when there's nobody in the street and it's midnight and I'm coming home from somewhere. Like, I still signal.
There could be nobody on the road.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm putting the signal on. That's
like, it should be
saying.
habitual. Yo, there was this one time, no lie, I was driving and I saw this car trying to get over and I was just so mad because they didn't have the signal light on. So I went a little faster and I went by their car. I know, right? I went by their car really slowly and then I looked at them.
I stared at them, and it was an older man.
And I felt so bad. No, it was a couple. It was a couple, and they looked at me like, why would you do that to us? And I opened my window. I was like, put your signal light on. Like, I was like an old bitch about it. And then as I passed them, I looked in my mirror and they put their signal light on.
Damn. But to clarify what we're talking about, we don't mean like you switch lanes and after you're halfway into the fucking lane, you put the signal on for a second. Nah, before. You gotta let driving.
And 200 feet before the turn. 200 feet. Not at the second. Because then it's like, now I'm stuck behind you trying to make a left when I could have got over if you had the 200-foot rule. Yo, I wish I was a cop for one day. I would get this city so much money giving out tickets.
I mean, and also the no signal thing drives me nuts. And then like people who drive in the 3rd lane,
all the way at the left.
Yeah, all the way to
That
the
gets me
left.
so mad. That gets me
That's
so
that's the
mad.
lane where you could get,
It's the
some
passing lane.
make up some miles on it,
Yeah, this is where we go 80.
and you going 40.
You clogging up the lane. Yo, you ever pass someone, and this has happened to me so many times. You pass someone, like you're in traffic, you're like, yo, why is this traffic? Everyone's
Mhm.
going fucking 40. Okay. And then you finally see the car causing the traffic,
Yeah.
and you pass that car, and then it's like, and I'm like, that person's just driving too slow. Like, I wish I could be a cop in that situation to pull her ass over and be like, you're getting a ticket because you're driving too slow.
Or driving the fucking middle lane.
Yeah, you don't clog up the fast lane.
Everybody knows it's an
Don't get me
unwritten
started.
rule. If you all the way to the left here in the U.S., I'm not talking about other countries where they drive on the other side of the road. If you all the way to the left, that's where you can floor it a little bit. You go with traffic, and traffic is usually going a little faster on that night.
Yeah, exactly. So okay, they said I would be a
It's
mean traffic cop. I would.
how
How y'all clean your car
all
inside
right.
and out though? Oh, I have a spray in my car. I have that disinfecting Lysol spray.
I don't got no
That
sprays in the car.
Oh, I have that spray in my car. I like to spray my seats. I like to spray the mats.
Mhm.
And I get the fancy cleaning done at the place. Not the
Oh.
vet carpet, like the deluxe.
Yeah. So I always get, was the hip hop advocates checking in? What's up, my brothers? I've had my last two cars been Lexuses. So when we go in for maintenance, they do everything on it.
Oh, they clean it out. Nice.
They put gas on the shit sometimes too. That's lovely.
They
Clutch.
gas you up. That's
Yo,
love.
when I saw my car, when me and my wife saw the car, uh I looked at it. It had 7 miles. I think it was 7 or 6 miles, whatever. But it didn't have like a lot of gas on it. I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have to pump. Nah, I got in the car because they took the car, they detailed it. There was stickers on my car still. They detailed it, they filled that shit up. I was like, oh, that's a win right there.
That's nice. That's nice. Yo, I took my car to get checked because there was like water inside on the passenger side. And it was dirty. What the fuck? I have bird shit all over my car. The bird shit in my car that day. And I felt like a bum ass bringing my car in full of bird shit. But I was like, I have this appointment. It was in the morning. I was like, there was no time to clean the car. So whatever. I brought it in. I picked it up a week later. It still had the bird shit. I was like, yeah, I couldn't even help it.
Damn. No. Lexus that cleans the car. Like when they bring the car out
That's
to you,
nice.
it still has like water on it from when they clean it. So every time they do like oil change and they change all the fluids and all that, they clean the car. So that's
10 days in economy seat, basic economy.
But and when I go to the car wash though, there's like 5 packages. I get the fourth one. I don't. The fifth one, it depends. That's usually like a huge SUV type of shit. But I always get. Listen, my wife's family, they taught me this saying: "Lo barato sale caro." So what that translates is to cheap. Being cheap sometimes comes out to be expensive. So if you find like you go to a car wash, you get a $10 wash instead of $25 wash, it might come out to bite you in the ass.
Yeah,
So don't be
I
cheap.
did that once. They
Treat
used a dirty
yourself.
rag. It smelled bad. I was like,
oh, there's another pet peeve is when they mop the floor with a dirty ass mop.
that's disgusting.
And dirty
I
water.
don't understand people not cleaning their mop. After like every mop, I clean the mop.
Like that's okay.
That's part of mopping is cleaning the mop.
That's part of the whole situation. You clean the mop, you clean the bucket, then you put water in it. You put whatever you're gonna use, Lysol, whatever the fuck. Then you mop, and then afterwards you gotta clean that bucket and that mop afterwards.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Like that's common sense.
It's common sense. Common sense.
So those are some pet peeves. Thank you for the car thing. I didn't realize people were interested in
hearing about that.
hearing about car shits. I'm an excellent driver. Had my license since I was 17. In case you wanted to know.
Oh my god, me too.
I've had 2 car accidents, but it was when I was like 18, 19. One of them wasn't my fault. The other one completely was. What you learn?
I never had a car accident, but I did hit.
You hit someone.
Hit a fire hydrant.
How you hit a fight? Well,
You
that's not
know, I
that
was
bad.
backing up and I didn't know it was there. To be
I
honest.
hit
And
a
then you know
dude
what's
on a
crazy?
motorcycle.
No.
Yeah, but it was
Was he all
so
right? A little
he's
tappity tap.
he's good money. It was on Bruckner. I was switching lanes. And I had put my fucking signal on because I know. I
Good,
put my
good.
signal on and I'm going into the lane, and all of a sudden, boom, homie hits the. He was one of those. I speed up, like he sees me going into the lane and he speeds up. He was nowhere near in sight, but apparently he tried to go by me
Try to
and
get
hit the
around
car.
you.
I felt so
Mm-mm-mm.
bad though. I seen that man, that
Oh.
man tumbling. I was like, I done killed somebody. I was 20,
That sounds
21 at
very
the
scary.
time.
Very scary.
I like stopped the car. Everybody on the Bruckner's like, "Yo, keep going. What's wrong with you?" And
You're
then
like, I hit somebody.
I hit some dude. I got out the car. I walked back. At first, I was like, "Yo, homie, you all right?" First, before any, he's like, "Yeah, I'm good. I got some scrapes or whatever." I was like, "Yo, you want to go somewhere?" He's like, "Yeah, let's go to the gas station on the next exit." So we went to the gas station. We exchanged information. Um, I seen his bike. His bike got a little bit of damage, but my concern was him. So
Mm-hmm.
thank God this man was wearing like one of those leather fucking jackets with the,
Mm-hmm.
but he
Mm-hmm.
still got scratched up and nicked up.
Yeah.
That's why I never
Yeah.
in my life would get on a bike. But
Me either. I do not. I don't support motorcycles at all. I saw someone on one the other day and just a t-shirt and a helmet. I was like, bro, you like nothing's protecting your body.
you asking for it. You are the chassis on the motorcycle. You in a
Can't do
car,
that.
you being protected by a cage
That's what I'm
and a seatbelt
saying.
and shit.
And they just have no bell, no nothing.
Nothing.
No, I can't do that. Can't do that.
Damn birds are so disrespectful. I had my car fresh out the car wash and pigeons went to town on it. That's happened
That's
to
the
me too.
worst. That's the worst. Okay.
Ricky Smooth and Dr.
R.I.P.
G. So yeah, Ricky Smooth and Dr. G will be back next week for season
Yay.
12. I have a surprise guest, which I always say I have a surprise guest.
Yeah.
Realistically, I'll be honest with y'all. There's like
It's a
five
surprise
people.
to him too.
There's like 5 people I can have next week. I'm be honest with you. It's
Hey.
5 different people.
Hey.
And
Options.
and there's a list of like, let's say if jazz is one, and let's say the hip hop advocates is another, and if jazz says yes and they say yes, I have a preference, like I'll do y'all next week, and then what. So there is a list. I just have to like, I hate this sitting and waiting shit. Usually I book like 6 episodes, then around the fourth one I book the next 6, but um we
I like
are.
to work in advance like that too. Work in
Me
advance.
too. I
It's way
yo,
better.
I
I
have
can't
to
stand someone that's like, I don't know what's going on
I
that
have
week.
to
Like,
apologize to Jasmine because I haven't been on my A game. Like
you
if
sent
I
that
had
email today,
Ellie
Rick. You sent that
Jazz,
email today.
if I had Ellie Jazz on the show today, she'll tell you the other Jasmine Ruiz. She'll tell you that my fucking emails were there the Thursday before and the Monday before they knew. So like if
All right, well, season
yesterday,
12. Let's get it popping. That's
all
it.
right,
2 days. And
all right.
Thursday, I'm waiting for an
I just
email.
got 2 kids now is a lot right now, you know.
Oh,
But
okay,
I'm
okay,
home all
okay.
week. I'll be working on this
Okay,
and
cool.
multiple stuff. Shout out to the Latino Pods Network. Maybe I could get on
Yes.
the Latina podcast networks. Let me text Rita. I
Mm,
have Jasmine on the show, right?
dude, get
Can
on
I
that
submit
network.
a
Yeah, we
10?
out here.
Can I submit a 1099 for Jasmine?
Can you submit a 1099 for me? Let me know. I gotta get my businesses up. Shoot, put it through my LLC.
Yo, I just realized that. I'm sleeping on this ad game
All
right
right, we
now.
gotta talk about it.
We gotta talk about that. Shout out to everybody. See you guys next week. Ricky Smooth will be in the building next week, live and in person for the first time ever. Um,
Hey.
so you guys can see that me and Ricky ain't the same dude because I keep getting asked that at work. Dr. G will be here giving some sageful advice. Where did that
Mm-hmm.
term come from? Sageful.
I
Is
don't
it
know. I
sage
don't
like
know.
sage in the crib?
I think someone can be a sage. It's like a noun, a
Really,
person, I think. Kind of like a guru.
really.
I feel like that's it kind of comes from the same idea.
That's what it comes from.
I have no actual idea. I'm just making an educated guess.
Oh, okay. So we'll figure that one out for you also.
Yeah.
Before we sign off and we say our goodbyes, I have one more ad I need to run, and then we'll come back and we'll say our goodbyes.
COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too. If you feel symptoms, even if they're mild, you should test fast. Test positive and at high risk for severe COVID-19? Then act fast with authorized oral treatments that can be taken at home and must be taken within 5 days from when symptoms begin. COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too by asking your healthcare provider if an oral treatment is right for you. Learn about a treatment option at treatcv19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
That oral treatment. She just she said instead of saying
you're muted. You're
oral.
muted.
Oh, I'm muted still?
Nope, can't hear you.
Now you can hear me?
Nope.
No? How is that
Check
possible?
Check your wire.
Hello?
No.
Hello?
No.
I'm muted. I can't be muted.
We are having technical difficulties, you guys.
I cannot be muted. Can you hear
So we
me?
correct this.
What is going
Nada. Yo, shout out to Rick, who's doing all these different jobs. He's tech right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's the host. He's the producer.
Mm-hmm.
And he needs to get a new job in tech. You're fired, Rick.
Can you
can't hear you.
You still can't hear me? Ain't this about a bit?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
It's crazy when you can hear yourself, but someone can't hear you, and you're like,
can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Are we good? No.
No.
Did I just?
It sounds like you're saying, "Wow." I'm gonna try to fill it out.
Speak. Wow. Am I back? No.
Nothing. Damn. Maybe it's the ad. The ad messed you up. It was the ad. But thank you guys for being here today. We really appreciate it. Stay tuned for next week. We have a surprise guest. Rick will be sending me an email on Thursday with the rundown, and we're going to be out here with you guys. Stay tuned. Next week is going to be lit. Deuces.
You feel that now? I feel like Rocky in this one, baby. Let's go. Alright, check it. Blast from the past, back from the future. So if I pull the trigger in the past, it's no you in your future. I'm still hustling, still hugging the block. The referee to the shit, I'm still calling them shots. I can't be stopped. That's what I told you. I'm living my life like a box of Crayolas. I'm cutting up white, smoking that green. Purple color pens, I'm still making this cream. I'm so sick, check my throat quick. My wrist light up a room like a handful of glow stick. I'm like spoiled milk, the kids gone bad. Stannis the menace, my pen touches the pad. Niggas is mad, but the ladies is glad. Yo, they rubbing up against me like this nigga is rad. Fucking two divas, drinking on sangria. I got the beam of the colors, diarrhea. Tire strings on my feet cause I'm so fly. Hopped out the DeLorean, it's Artie McFly.
Wait. Nope. Can't hear you. Damn it. I think my light went out. Nope, that was me. Hold up.